Alright, StarCraft 2 fans, this is Lasercorn checking in once again, bringing you some more highlights from the GSL. This time we're in Week 3, and the big matchup, the one I've been following oh so closely, Hydra versus Jinro. They met up earlier in the tournament, and now they have to duke it out in a best-of-5 series. So let's take a look at the first game. You can see here, Hydra dominating, just pure out-macroing his opponent. Too many forces for Jinro to deal with. All those Banelings, all the Mutalisks. Even with that planetary fortress there, he just whizzes right by it for the win. And that is going to be all for Jinro in that game. In the second game, Jinro comes back with a quick bunker wall off of his opponent, trying to trap him up in his main base. Hydra sees what's going on. He tries to bring down drones to support, but it is just not enough. He's got Lings pounding away there, but the Marines show up, and one of those bunkers gets finished. Hydra knows this is GG, and he honorably quits out. In this third game, Jinro continues his tear, using stimmed Marines to great effect here. Really good micro, just melting away these Zerglings as they come at him, and just really excellent play. You see Jinro even dropping a mule in there just for fun. It says, hey, my mule wants to come check out the base. And in the fourth matchup of the series, Hydra comes in with a Zergling drone rush, trying to defeat his opponent. Hydra not really known for cheese, but he does bring the early Zerglings and the drones trying to take down this command center. But Jinro wisely erects bunkers in the back of his base to help fend off this vicious Hydra attack. Hydra winds up not quite able to take down this command center like he wanted to. He knows if this bunker gets finished, it is all over for him. And the bunker does get finished. There you see it come up, and with just one Marine in there, Jinro wins. Moving on to I Am MVP against Trickster. Trickster winning the first game of the series, using Banshees overhead with Marines and Marauders on the ground. Just too much firepower for Trickster to handle. In the second game of the series, I Am MVP once again comes in with overwhelming Terran power. You could see those Hellions melting away the Zealots while the Marines and Marauders focus down the Stalkers. Excellent, excellent play. And in the third game of the series, you can see he's dropping in units from those medvacs. Meanwhile, he's knocking on the front door, and it's just too much for his opponent to handle. Moving on to I Am Nest-T versus Choya For You. It looks like Choya For You thought he had him beat, but he overextended himself, and I Am Nest-T focusing down those Stalkers with those roaches, bringing in the Zerglings to cut off retreat, and winning the game. Choya For You's luck didn't get any better as the Doom drop comes in. I Am Nest-T drops off just a ton of Hydralisks, doing massive, massive damage to the Protoss army and wiping out the main base of Choya For You. Things go from bad to worse on Metalopolis as I Am Nest-T brings the roaches and wipes out Choya's Stalker army. OGS Top is victorious against Bon Zenith in their first game, bringing that overwhelming Terran firepower. Bon Zenith had the Phoenixes overhead, but it just wasn't enough. And in one of the weirder matchups, Marine King Prime engages in a base race against OGS Nada as the two players rush to try and finish off each other's buildings. Eventually, Marine King reestablishes his base and beats OGS Nada. And Marine King brings the Marines as well as the SCVs for an early game attack against OGS Nada in the second game to defeat the blue Terran player. And in the third game of the series, Marine King is once again victorious as his dropships rain terror on Nada's forces. That's all for this week of the GSL. Lasercorn out.